This is a man's brain right here. Okay. This is a man's brain. Okay. And I would argue to say at least 80% of a man's brain for the whole time that he's alive is basically thinking this right here. Okay. That's what it's thinking. All right. And the truth is this is always going to be something that's on your mind. But when you learn game and you consistently learn a strategy that allows you to go out and consistently get what you need right here, the percentage that it occupies is no longer here. Okay. The percentage that it occupies actually is reduced. Okay. Let me just draw another one. Okay. So this is your brain. This is the simp's brain on the left. Okay. And then when you figure your stuff out and you get enough of the women and you get it out of your system, and this is when you truly, truly, truly understand it and you quantify it in a way that like it's just so easy that you can replicate it around the world. Okay. This gets reduced to, I would say, about this much. It's still a decent part of your side of your brain, but you really get it freed up. So you go from here having this much of your brain, right? Thinking about this, and then this is why the average guy's life is a total mess. Okay? This is how a guy's brain is totally messed. So listen, back then, guys were not hyper addicted to sex like they are nowadays. This hypersexuality thing is because it's everywhere, and you're not helping yourself by looking at pornography. That's what I'm trying to say there, Einstein. And if you'd like to join me on the chat, come on down. We can have a conversation respectfully. Okay. Okay. So here now you have to talk about this is okay. Here is this is self-care. God, this is phenomenal writing. Okay. This is money management and money making. Okay. Personal development. And so many other things. Okay. That are neglected because your brain is consumed by this plague. Okay. And you can absolutely get this handled. So there's many examples of this. So Brent, for example, he mastered the game. He can go out and get a girl anytime he wants. Not a problem in the world. Okay. Now he's here. Okay. Now Brent is primarily focusing on money, and he's super smart. I'm not even going to tell you this way that he found out to make money, but he found out a way. All I say is this. He's an auto mechanic, and he found out a way to get his company to pay him to do something that's outside of work, and then he could take that thing that he's done and go sell it for thousands of dollars. It is absolutely genius. He is making so much money. Hand over, he is literally, from the moment he wakes up and go to work, he's getting paid hourly, plus he's getting paid hourly to get his side hustle, which pays him thousands of dollars. And guess what? He's so smart. So win-win situation. The dealership wins because they get to bill the original factory who has this thing on the cars that he has to fix. They get money. He gets experience. He gets paid. Their payroll is lower because they're getting money directly from the organization to pay him. And then he gets to take what he does at work and then go sell it on his own and make thousands of dollars on top of it. Brent is 30 years old. Okay. He just turned 30. He has millions in his future. Okay. And a big part is this. This here is completely handled. His fitness is above average. He is jacked. He is shredded. He is good looking. He is a stud. Okay. He's also been working on his inner game. All right. He's also has 2, 3, if you include me, multi-million-dollar mentors. Okay. And there's so much more. He's increasing his skills as a mechanic. He's increasing his skills as an entrepreneur. And on top of that, do you think he's just taking this fucking money and blowing it in Louis Vuitton like me? Absolutely not. He's taking that money and he is investing it. And the money is making more money. Okay. So he gets paid to go to work on something that's going to make him money. And then he takes that money and he invests that money into something that multiplies his money into more money. Okay. Genius. Genius. I told Brent in the middle of C19 in 2020. Okay. In the middle of all this chaos, right? He's like, I will do whatever you say. I will do whatever you say to be successful. I said, okay. He's like, I live at home with my parents and I hate it. I say, okay, where do you want to move? I want to move to Texas. I was like, okay, how much money do you have? I have this much money. I was like, can you get a job in Texas? He says, yeah, I can get a job at this dealership, this dealership, this dealership. I was like, okay, go to Texas. He's like, when? I was like, right fucking now. I was like, when do you plan on getting your dreams sorted? The next week, he packed up all his shit and drove from New Jersey to Texas. And then remember, that's when that big blizzard hit. Blizzard hit, knocked out his power. He was snowed in, and he was the happiest he ever has been. You know why? Because he knew he was doing what he needed to do as a man. He knew that he was doing what he needed to do to level up and to become the man that he really wants to become.